Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 10507 Aurora Avenue North, Seattle, Washington 3. I'm in Unit 329 and I'm being continuously threatened. A dirty cop who started in with me from 13 years ago. He's probably still here. I think it is. It's because I reported an alleged meth lab by the Canos, C-A-N-O-S, at about 130, I think, Unit 333, third floor. And Randy Whittier is here. And there are people hiding in a janitorial room, and they brag that they cut one up and humanized people when they cut them up. They're called thing. They often call me thing. Now, they've threatened to wall me up and to steal Elizabeth Gregory home. It's a church basement charity where she volunteers. A volunteer. She's actually threatened a gallon of my blood. That's a repeat threat by the gang members, including there's a whore named Sunday, a black whore. A voice earlier informed me that he had cut up his girlfriend, one of them. And they sometimes affiliate with Asian street gang members as much as Bloods and Zetas do with each other. And bags that they got at 10507 Aurora Avenue, Washington, 98133, 329. And Randy bragged that she and the other gang members got poisoned things. Now, it sounds very irregular to brag that they've come through the Tri-Court cop and many like him, Seattle Police Department, are involved in unobtrusive where they crawl your floor underneath it and the ceiling of the next unit to a crawl space in a wall. They can even build steep steps in that crawl space. Like from the church, from Elizabeth Gregory home, she hears woman. I think I mostly heard her, though, in the wall that is the janitor's room. There is an empty janitor's room, so it's not poking around in a crawl space. Trap doors. They've done what's called mining, where literally every part has trap doors to escape to. And the thing is, if you told just fix all those trap doors so there wouldn't be, it's like the blood and guts take out. I want you to know that I'm not involved, and I don't use my sink anyway because for 13 years I've been washing very badly here, and you could run your water all day here. The point is, there's a place to hide. So then, in the gang, they'll ejaculate or dump semen into the water, since it is a janitorial room. And so you want to sink a little, especially so you wouldn't have anywhere else, so that I'd be here has boasted victims, and she's made quite a packet of money. So I wanted everyone to know she's made quite a lot of money, and you can find her at Elizabeth Gregory home at the church, and she's volunteering. She is a fat woman, and she looks a bit like a troll. She has sort of dyed black hair they get from killing people. They're killing people. Often who work in the social services as volunteers or go to the services are cutting up people. And they're talking about England, they're threatening England, and they're playing England, everyone you know, blah, blah, blah. And so Randy Whist, she's just made a terroristic threat against English people. According to what I heard, she are in a murder of an Englishman. And I've got to get up. They did say that he came in. What they do typically is they will inject. 2 weeks ago, they allegedly did wake up groggy. I felt and I could barely speak for a few moments. And but before that, on probably a sacrifice in another cry of pain, I guess they had kept the woman around her, allegedly, and they put, at least that night or morning, they gave her rohypnol. I'm not even pronouncing it right, probably, but it's the date rape drug. I heard her see my mommy. It was a plaintiff. They'd taken out her leg, supposedly made a whooshing. Someone catted her, and trying to make action threats. I'm not in a gang, and I'm just being terrible. And there are 3 dirty cops involved in the murders, and then it involves 3 dirty security guards from the Pike Place Market Preservation and Development Authority. Now, there are 12 people tortured, held, and murdered, ultimately sacrificed. And April, that's Sandra Cataway's daughter, actually cutting up the body, snipping off and bones, great gusto the next day. And somebody complained about woman's blood. And, like you'd say something paint or see, they're Satanists, so they have body fetish. They're in on body desecration, and nobody will ever capture them even from Google. So last night I also had in Craigslist people were disappearing in this building. It's not so easy sometimes on a smartphone, and all this illegal surveillance in this apartment. Now, this is only legal. I'm out, but I'm not going to shoot. Sometimes the video comes out as just a black blob. So I looked, the thing is, I don't want to recognize me. But just note, I think there should be no cessation of broadcast. If you're I'm going to try to keep it hacked, by the way. And if you're interested in finding hackers, there are on this network, including a moron floor who thinks he's a big shot, and he's to the left. And it's not that much of a big deal to someone who painstakingly will pick through something or get just a program to connect you to someone's cell phone, and it's really nothing these days, especially when you all of that. There were a lot of threats on 3rd. And on the 3rd, people try to get money. It's not theirs. Robbery, and to the point of murder. They'll murder you for, even a couple $100. So think of what she might even have credit in a house somewhere. Hotel, what do you call it? The hospitality. Better shut up. He was earlier telling me I was going to rent. So cutting up bodies, luring them here and killing them here. I think one of them boasted that I got it wrong, that what they're doing is portraying. There's one of the ruses. So they're taking off of Craig's and Yahoo. It could even be Yahoo. And they're using service. There's more to it, though. There are more services. One is called Comcast. There's Infinity or Xfinity, and one of the dirty cops, there's 2 more dirty cops. So let me tell you this interesting note about Tri-Court, gang raped me, and had a prostitute. Other one, a couple of them. One lumped up to my arm and my sleeve, too. These are cowardly bloods, so they'll beat you in your sleep. They will even cut off your clitoris in your sleep. And a lot of these people are linking, and there are quite a few links. And one of their favorite is to blackmail or coerce someone all your money, so you have to have any food or anything else, because make you work after you get off work, or even if you find yourself working. So Randy lived in a trailer here, but a weird feeling the floor. I'm sure there are other me. This is a low-income building, nuts and bolts. So they wanted to help get people to just know that this building is not being used for the purpose intended. I believe they've cooked up meth. They think they did. And but they want to, like me, that are gang members, like Sunday and her ugly relatives. She thought she is like for, and then they like will constantly try to not. They thought it was just key, and I hate this place. But the thing is, they will try to. Oh, one of them is making a threat of and money order, and it sounded like chopping. She's playing chopping and money orders. They think it is. It Kathy Cox. And Burt Gilman Place is attached to this place, and you'll find that for services all connect. So let's say in places we're going to find connections to food banks units, and that's popular these days. And so, like even a worker person might find themselves cannibal zombies that are Satanist low-income people. Now, big blame. Now, and they said have bats of his blood been pregnant as she was dying. She's see my mommy, and they tortured her, and they brought her to eat in the wall like they were so merciful. They probably played good cop, bad cop, like, ooh, you don't know what I'm risking to help you. The bums in the wall last night was threatening me. He then say, I saved you. I'm trying to find opposite used by gang members. And we're going to remove a wall. Now, if you're looking at components of saying, that is actually, and it's breaking the law, you're breaking. But become building. And what camp here, they're dirty cops, along with the place market, preservation and development, and social security, or excuse me, social security guards that are bad. And they wanted to seem like it was a militia, and they hospital. And I was trying to seek help, bragged that they had come in, had raped me, and herpes to rape me. And one, and you know what? And he arrested above the smoking area, and that is where my window out at. And it's there was one of the people that raped me was an ugly and sort of red to his hair, and he has AIDS, and he has been making rape threats. There have actually years. When I first got here, the door popped. I say, why didn't you go by? They'll let I was a whore by different videos as well, including you might be portrayed as a child molester. It might be portrayed depending on what story suits the gang members' needs at that time. And then portion to the Pike Place Market. He's a fat ass here. He's on Candy Blonde. Seen better days. They all think they look better. And so it's long hair. I think she's got the longest blonde hair. So she's a whore. She's about 5'8". And I believe is threatening me from a vantage point of the janitor. They are threatening me from a crawl space and the janitor. Now, the small arm did. I don't want to again. And I will state that I'm a son, and when I was gang raped, I was celibate, and I had been celibate. And a bum on the E-line, and he sprinkled me with glass wherever they're heavily cursed. And I believe they all Satan 13 years ago. And there's the reason why you feel an inhuman feeling about them, it's not because they're technology freaks that after the fall of Satan, and they were programmed by evil people, anti-white, including in the white and anti-other and anti-NATO forces and like fake government with dirty nurses, it might be a girl, all call themselves cops. So I usually go through a lot of showering every day. Head large. About how these are zombies here. They don't have the spirit, chakra, aura. And there's a bum playing Be Quiet. No, you're not going to get me gang raped and portrayed as a prostitute and almost arrested by another cop. That's 3 cops. Because why? So 12 people missing. There's 15 that are affiliated with foreigners. They're from Europe and England. England, and then 3 from Ireland. And there are people missing also. Now, the ones in the building included Asian person, and they are threatening neighbors. And there's a huge the Blood Zetas and Asian street gang members. And I want retarded black Nazis and the like the white crack whores they got in programming of people after people fell with Satan.